This is the Underground. Dabu7 checking in with the breaking live stream on what is looking like an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. This is something that has happened here within the past couple hours. This is unraveled out of Pennsylvania, and thank you for the feedback there, Deanne. I want to thank everyone out there that shares the stream, gets this information out there. I want to clear up some things going on with the situation out there right now. A lot of opinions flying around out there, and it's real easy for information to be shared and kicked out and things not be 100% right or questionable and all this other stuff. So, gonna start this off here for those that don't know and preface this whole situation. Donald Trump was at a rally in Pennsylvania, and at this rally, shots rang out. And see if I can get I don't know where the original video of mine went to. Let me see here. Pinned at the top. I'm going to go ahead and play this so you guys can see what happened at this event. We have breaking reports that Donald Trump has been shot at a rally in PA. At least gunshots being heard, and it looks like he grabs his neck or his ear, and the Secret Service jumps on top of him to protect him. And you can see in this shot, he raises up and pumps his fist, and it looks like he says, "Fight, fight," and it looks like his ear is bloody on the side of his face. So this is the latest. It seems like gunshots have been fired at the Trump rally in PA. That is what is being reported. And some saying that Trump potentially injured in this. Looks like he's bloody or bleeding on his right ear. And I'll chime in live from here. This is the last images that we had seen of Trump at this rally. He was taken out by the Secret Service. The latest reports are stating that Donald Trump is fine at the moment. He is tweeting out and he's putting out information that he is fine, even though he sustained an injury to the right ear. You can see that there's blood on his face, and in other shots you can see that his ear is injured. And when these shots rang out, you can see he reaches for his neck real quick and then goes to the ground. Secret Service scrambling, diving on top of him. And I feel like with this event, you're going to have people from all sectors, giving their opinions and then, thinking they're staunchly right. And, everyone's got a right to their opinion. But some are going to say, that these are fake blood packets and all this other stuff. And some are going to say that this was a failed attempt by the establishment on Trump. Others are going to say, I guess, just about whatever. Let's take a look at some of what's going on here. I'm going to go through some of the updates. It had been reported initially that a person was being drugged out of the area, out of the bleachers right here. A lot of people falsely reported that this was the shooter. And this is what happens sometimes, again, when people just start tweeting and sharing information without looking into it and without trying to do any digging on it. I mean, just not even thinking twice, just hit and retweet and going with it's a shooter with no proof. This was not the shooter. This was an innocent bystander, a Trump supporter that was sitting in the crowd that got shot in the head and got killed. So was hit by these strays. So that we have bodies on the ground, blood all over the place for people that were saying that it was just a psyop or something out there. And you have dozens and dozens of witnesses and camera angles and all this other stuff this far as well. I've already seen images of the people that are bending over, like this guy right up here. All these people, there's like blood and everything all over the bleachers up there at the closer angles of this. So I just want to clear it up again. And I'm sure a lot of people are racing over to try to delete their tweet and this and that. Some of these big name cats out here, we know they got screenshots on you. Just pumping out this information falsely and not even trying to verify or anything. I seen almost everybody in my Twitter feed falsely running with this was the shooter that was dead. The entire feed just completely flooded. Well, wasn't. So I just want to clear these things up. This was an innocent individual that got taken out. I want to show you what happened to the shooter. Shooter is gone. Shooter is deceased. They engaged the shooter. And there are some suspicious things with this right at the gate. I mean, there always are questions to be asked, right? Now, you see this individual laying up on this roof in this clip? That's the shooter. And the shooter was actually witnessed crawling on top of the building with a rifle by people just standing around. I'm about to share a clip with you so you can hear what this innocent bystander said. I don't know if it's trolls or what. People jump in on the X feed and they say, "Oh, I don't trust the BBC ever since 9/11. Well, I get that, but what does that have to do with this interview of a witness that's dropping some jewels in this? Now, I'm going to run this clip so you guys can hear what this witness has to say. I think it's pretty key.
Someone who was here, you weren't inside the event,
nope,
but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it,
No, sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof. Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions, I think, that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of her?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that. That was a terrible thing. And you should stay safe with your family and
Gotcha.
look after yourself. Thanks for your
Gotcha,
time.
man.
Someone who was...
All right, so you guys see that interview right there of a witness, and I'm telling you, this one is just, we all knew, we all felt that this window was going to bring something to the table. Some of these events get telegraphed. I think it was Tucker Carlson, here just within the past month or so, went live and boldly stated that they're going to try to kill Trump. They're going to try to take him out. And it was Biden that was using terminology like, now we're going to put Trump in the crosshair and things like that. And, this is definitely one of these things that is going to shift how rallies are going to be held from now. I mean, we are on the cusp of going into the RNC here this week that Trump, we thought, was not going to make it to because of jail and sentencing. But now it looks like Trump is going to, was scheduled to make it to the RNC. They had a rock star lineup of speakers that they just dropped. He probably will still, he's saying he's fine. If it was just he got clipped in the ear, whatnot, we'll see. You can be sure that people are going to analyze the heck out of all this stuff big time. And it's going to take days. This is history. This is history. They will speak about this, and who knows what happens from here, but they'll speak about this for decades and decades to come. It's very similar to JFK. In this instance, they didn't get him, but the dude over on the building in the grassy knoll, he took his shots, and it was pretty crazy watching it all unfold there. For all the people that were there live, hundreds, not thousands of people at this rally, you could see them in the background all around, kind of just stunned. But then you could see when it backed out, you could see a lot of these people rising up and looking to the right, which would be to the left, what you're looking at now. They were all looking over here, standing up and looking. And on the left side of that crowd, there was a person that was shot in the head, killed. And the building from where the shots came from were from that direction as well. So Trump was literally looking in the direction right at where the shooter was at. And I gotta say that the guy, whether the dude's a shill for BBC or not, or what, in that interview we just talked to, he witnessed this dude crawling around, but he had a very valid point. Why were they not on this building? They were on every other building around. How come they weren't watching that building? The one building you could have got a clean shot off. How's it even possible? Who dropped the ball there? The dude said this place isn't big. Who dropped the ball there? How come there wasn't an agent? Because, man, when I go to just BLM rallies or stuff like that, man, there's agents on the roof everywhere, let me tell you. Last time I was in Louisville for the armed NFAC march where they shot themselves up there. The feds were all over the rooftops. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere. It just, it's crazy. And thank you, Meat Puppet, for the coffees. That is the best way to support the show. Thank you to the fullest. Much love. Shout outs to all the purebloods out there. Everybody checking in. This is Clown World at this point in time, for sure. Trying to set up a moderator right there real quick. Got a lot of people in here, and thank you, Jeff. Look, this could be just a total different story right now. Is how I see it with this whole thing. But per the Butler Police Department, this is what they say here. That he has been arrested at the scene and been identified as Mark Violets. Okay? So we've got a conflict of information. We've got twisted stories here. And this is where we just got to keep digging. Go over here and check on some updates here real quick. Off the feeds. It was an innocent woman that was shot and killed in the crowd. So it was an innocent woman that was taken out in the far end of the stage, and I'm not going to show that because it's graphic. Jay Bear became a supporter over on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you to the fullest. Checking the feeds here real quick. Then I'm gonna come over to the chat. I'm gonna see what you guys are saying. See what you guys think here. Elon Musk and company are commenting off the same clip that I just shared with you guys here. Look, the head of the Secret Service and the leader of the security detail should resign. Okay? After seeing this. So this is what, and Elon Musk now saying he's a full supporter of Donald Trump in this election. He wishes him well in his recovery. And that's where that's going. Here we go. Right there. DC Drano just now reporting, hearing that the Secret Service put a headshot on him on the roof. And there he is. They're on him. So the video that I showed you. All right, here we go. This is insane. This is insane. You're telling me this right here is huge. This is absolutely huge. I was wanting this shot. I was thinking to myself just a second ago, we're going to have to go and try to look this up. Somebody already did it. This is key right here. You're telling me they did not clear a rooftop less than 150 yards away? How in the world is this dude shimmying with a rifle up right here right here on the roof with the clearest shot, with the clearest. If you could set a sniper up anywhere in here to take somewhere out, this was the spot. Hmm. Man, dude, let me tell you something. I mean, to sit back and marinate on this for a second, right at the gate. If you were the security detail, if I'm the security detail, and I'm told that a high-profile individual is coming to this location, and that there's going to be all kinds of people set up behind there, in front, all down here, throughout the lawn, all around. There's going to be people all over the place. Okay? But the stage and the podium is going to be right here. Right there where you see the circle. So, first thing I'm thinking is, okay, this little building right here, the closest, outside of these behind him, there should have been agents on the roof right here, and I think they said that there was. Why in the world do you not have agents on any of these roofs? How in the world do these agents not see or not watching this? Seriously. How? This is where red flags start flying all over the place. Okay? This is where down the road you're going to hear stories of people that were compromised or something. I can just, this has got all the feels to it of, oh my. They're going to take the ball and run with this. They always do. They never let a crisis go to waste. And this is crazy. You just lived today, on this July 13th, 2024, we've lived through a moment where Trump just survived an assassination attempt. Actually, it happened. It actually happened. Florio, man, brother, got to see you again in the flesh. Run them straights. It happened on 13/7, 137. It is a 33rd prime. It's 6/11, which is 9/11 upside down. Well, thank you for checking in with that in the chat and for the super chat there. I appreciate it to the fullest. Yeah, man. Let the information flow. That's what we're here to do. So I'm really this is like screaming everything right now. There's nothing else more important than this image to me right now. There's just not. I'd really like to see a lot more. Like I said, it's going to take some days. I'm going to have to compile some information, like where were that guy that was just talking? Like, where was he standing? I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to pin it on a map. You know, like, where was the security cutoff? Like, where was there, where people could no longer get in? There had to be a fence up. You know, and he was up above it with the clearest shot in here. You know, this just screams that something's not right. It absolutely screams it. This image does. It just does. It does. It does. Oh my gosh. And the craziest thing is just like he comes back up and he's sitting there chanting like fight, 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 like like Starting to feel like J6 around here a little bit. I don't know, man. You can bet Going to be marinating on this one for days and weeks and months to come. And they can say it was a lunatic dude. And look, one report I just showed you was saying that he's arrested. Which is it? Is he arrested? Huh? Or is he dead? We've got somebody on a rooftop that's no longer with us that apparently had a gun and they took out. It doesn't look like he's arrested. It looks like he's deceased. So I think we can put a stamp on that and kill that disinformation as well. Shooter definitely deceased. They got him on the roof. We've done seen it and shown it. And we got clarification that it was a woman, innocent woman in the crowd that was shot in the head and killed. So yeah. Please get that information out there. These are confirmations. You know, the person that was drug out in the crowd was not the shooter. It was a woman. And 2 people confirmed dead in the whole thing. Trump said to be fine. It's just crazy how they say he's fine. You know, like, yeah, he says he's fine. It's like, on the one shot that I seen earlier, I can't find it. I'm sitting there trying to find it. It's a close-up or a freeze frame somebody took, and you can see Trump's ear. Oh, we got another. We got to here. See, and this is what you got to do. You got to look at multiple angles of news. I'd heard that just a minute ago, somebody said that it was a woman that was shot. Here, in this newest update, an emergency room doctor who just gave an interview and he's covered in blood here, and I'm not going to show the whole thing because there it was a guy. It's not a woman. They're saying that this person, this male, they all first thought that it was fireworks. And then someone said he's been shot. So this ER doctor made his way over and he said, "I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you," the doctor explained. And he was trying to save the life of the guy that was shot. He was shot in the head. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to save his life. Yeah, I'm not going to share that just because of all the blood and the graphic nature of it. Yeah, this is the latest. I just keep digging and refreshing, man. Make sure to follow me on X. Be sure to follow me on X for the latest updates as well. I just here's an image. People are asking, did he take one to the vest? Look at that right there. It sure looks like a hole right there. But he definitely didn't take a body shot. We haven't heard anything else. In terms of that wound or any wounds. The ear wound is something that I want to look at because some people are out there saying, this is a deadly head wound. And it matches Bible prophecy, all this crazy stuff. Reports are circulating that President Trump will still attend tonight's UFC fight. If true, it will be epic. Oh, you kidding me? They're gonna walk into an open stadium like that. Like, I'm waiting for him to drop some information and say something like about a manifesto. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God bless the USA and all the purebloods. Maverick, Texas. Much love. Thank you for that. It's an ear wound. That's what it said. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of people, like I said, have opinions and are going to try to connect it this way, this, that, and the other. But, I approach things like an investigator, and try to just, I'm a Libra, so I throw everything on the scale, kind of weigh it out, and try to take away the good, take away everything that we need from the information, and then get rid of the rest. Chew up the meat, spit out the bone. And just checking here for a couple more updates. Looks like we've got some of the best information out there already, put forth. It just comes down to, I guess, how people are feeling right now. We already know it was the sniper on the roof that's gone, deceased. We reported on that while people were reporting that the shooter was in the crowd and taken out. And a lot of people pointing at this witness dude and what they saw, him and his companions, about seeing the shooter and like pointing him out. And like, I find it kind of crazy that all these people see the shooter up there on the roof taking position and no one engage him. I mean, again, this roof, the whole roof thing right here, and looking at this, it just screams at me, okay, and what I do, that just something's not right. And I think anyone that wants to go looking for the truth here in the matter, you come across this, the investigator in you is going to say, the best place in the whole area to set a shooter is where this shooter got into position. How is that possible? How? Jobs, heads should roll on this. People should be fired for sure. Into dropping the ball on this. Again, so some of these shots, little graphics, I'm not showing them. I'm going to get over here and I'm going to check the chat here for a second. See what you guys think here. And much love to everybody out there. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Because if you don't, I'm going to tell you, come and check my channel every day. If you guys get a chance, because I'm going to be dropping videos every day. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, covering news 3 times a week, right here on this channel. And even if you were subscribed, you probably wouldn't get an alert. That's why you got to come to my channel and check. So just make it a habit of coming and checking in on my channel. You'll see the latest stuff. And if you guys got anything you want to get to me, dabu7@yahoo.com is the email. Email me. Get me whatever you guys got to me. And yes, a lot of people feeling that way. Trendy Hannah. And it's got some very Let's sit back, put the thinking cap on, and what do we see? We think Hoodie Ross. Much love, Florio. You think it's about a 420-foot shot lurking? I mean, if we look right here, this is 200 feet. So you're talking about 400. You're about right. You're about right. It is. It's about a 420-foot shot right there, per this map. Yeah. So someone, this dude that's now deceased, he had to at least, I don't know. He nicked him. Just put it the way that it's all portrayed. It's the person in the crowd though gets their head blown off in front of everybody and the blood everywhere and like all that that's I haven't seen a name on that deceased person yet, but yeah, definitely Iran. That roof should have been held by the Secret Service, or any of the alphabet gangs. And isn't it suspicious that no one was there, but the shooter got into position, and no one seen him? I think that these are some of the biggest question marks already, right at the gate. And from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing all over the place, it looks like, Trump is all right. I want to see more shots of his ear up close. I seen one. I'm gonna have to after this. After we shut this down, I plan to only be live here for a little bit longer, unless we come across something else. But I came across an image of his ear. It was kind of zoomed in. It was the closest, best shot that I'd seen the whole time, and I want to see it again. Reports that Trump will attempt to attend the UFC tonight. Man, let me tell you something. Like, yeah, so now other people are starting to ask the question. They're saying that everyone's starting to say what we're talking about, like now. How in the world did the Secret Service and everyone else miss this and give this guy a direct line of sight to the stage? It defies every single security protocol ever written that this rooftop was not secured. Are you kidding me? It's the truth. It defies every security protocol ever written, and that law enforcement personnel were not standing up there. Insane. I mean, dude, people just ain't stupid these days, and immediately when all these questions start to fly, everyone's just shaking their head like, man. Look at this. Look at this. Thank you. My peeps out there that send me updated information. Check this one out. Look at this shot at the rally. Just to kind of get an idea of what was going on here. What do we have up here? A sniper right there on that rooftop. and he's actually looking and pointing into the direction of where the shooter would have been coming from, which is crazy. Where the shots would have been coming from. Because remember, Trump was looking to his right. Trump's got his right hand raised in this shot. If he turned his head and looked toward his hand, he'd be looking to the right, same direction that the gun's pointing. So up here, we have Secret Service, what looks to be Secret Service, on a tripod, mounted, with something in the scope. So it just, I don't know. The more information we get, the more interesting this becomes. I'm gonna trying to save some of these images here. Again, you guys got any updates or anything you want to get to me? Dabu7 at yahoo.com. Stay live at least for the next 10 minutes or so to the top of the hour. Try to get as many updates as we can. It seems like every few minutes or so we get something fresh here. All right, we got another yeah, he never moves. This is a good I got video here. Got fresh video. Hold on.
To our country.
Got fresh video from where this image came from. And this is from a different angle. And this is crazy because people are raising the question, why is the sniper up top locked in into the direction of where the shots are coming from, and he never fires a shot, nothing ever happens? Yeah, could be. Kept bar. Yes, the shooter is gone. I just want to play this clip. It's a fresh angle. Let's just take a look together. And a much love to everybody out there.
Took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people.
Here's another thing. Here's an observation. Here, I'm gonna give you one of my takeaways here. Okay? Here's another one. This sniper, he is frozen. He is frozen in one spot, okay? Almost directly like where the shooter's at. These shots rang out. Shots rang out. Trump's getting up off the ground. This sniper is locked into the same position. Gerardo, thank you for the super chat. Now, you're telling me that there's a sniper on the roof locked on to a certain spot somewhere openly. We can all see him locked into a certain spot before shots are fired. Shots are fired, multiple shots. Trump goes down. Trump's back up on his feet already, about to pump his fist and get the whole crowd going. You're telling me this sniper hasn't flinched? How come he hasn't moved to where the shooter is? Oh, you're going to say he's on the shooter now. Well, that meant that he was on the shooter the whole time. That meant that he had him in the scope beforehand. This dude never moved. How can you be a sniper, shots be fired, and you not move the gun or turn around to go toward where the shots are fired? I think not. This is another huge red flag right here for me. These are the things, man, that I catch, and I'm like, man, hold on. This ain't right. This isn't right. It's not right. You see? Man, they ain't perfect. Okay, so that's what jumps out at me. Why is the one dude that we actually get to see, the one sniper and shooter that we do see, froze up on something, and even when the shots rang out, he's still locked on it, same spot. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Unless he was locked onto the shooter beforehand, if you ask me. The clip cuts. I wish I could have the whole raw thing. It's just going to take days, from all these weeks, from all these different angles to tear into this. So you can see that directly behind where Trump was, on top of these buildings behind him, that's where this sniper was. So right here, Trump was right here on the stage. That sniper was sitting like either right here or right here. It was on one of these roofs right behind Trump, and we could see him. So it was right here on these buildings. And he's pointing to the right, this direction. Right to this spot. Man, we've already accumulated enough evidence and information here and threw out enough red flags to warrant a major investigation into all this, with all this to be thrown out onto the table. And I'm seeing on the feeds now all kinds of people asking these questions. Like I said, even Elon Musk's like saying the CIA, Secret Service, all these people, like, the head should roll because of the crappy job of trying to secure him. Like, and other people are saying the same thing what we're saying right now about how was this shot open? How did anyone even get there? You know, it's thank you again to everybody out there tagging and sending information. Okay, let me see what we got here. I think I got something on this ear. Okay. Not the shot I was looking for, but yes. His whole ear is there. It's the upper right part that is said to be bloody, where the blood came from, like the upper right part of the ear. Got grazed. Basically got grazed. So, hold on a second. So Trump posted on Truth Social See if I can find that, Florio. You tag me. Okay, he says, let's see this. This is Trump's statement. Paul, thank you. Much love. Donald J. Trump says, I want to thank the United States Secret Service. Really? Who comes out and thanks the men that just dropped the ball that just about got you killed? This doesn't make any sense. The action of it, dude. Asking, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and read the rest. He says, I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all the law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person who was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter. Yes, it is. We done told you. Who is now dead. I was shot with the bullet. How does he not know? How does he not know? How can he make that statement? Nothing is known. When all of us are sitting here reporting on it, got his name, they showed all this stuff, then showed him dead, laid out. Like, come on. Like, his YouTube post, pointed it all out. Like, come on, dude. We are quicker than this. Like, none of this is making sense. He says, nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with the bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear, exactly as we said. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America. Ivy Rolls, thank you. That's a statement. Again, I'm bewildered. Yes, everybody save the video clips as much of everything as you can. Thank you for the coffee, Deanne. That is the best way to support the show. You can find links below. And thank you for the super chats there, guys. All of it appreciated. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep pulling up fresh information here real quick. Checking the chat. Again, dapu7@yahoo.com. If you guys got anything, and okay. Thank you to the fullest, Daz, my brother. I hope all is well out there with you, man. You can see his top right ear where it had been hit and grazed. It's the clearest, closest shot that I've seen. It's actually the one that I shared by video. So he gets grazed in the top right of his ear. That's where he got hit. Well, he just told you, and that is, that's the closest, clearest visual confirmation on the wound that I think you're going to see or find. I've been scouring. I haven't seen. Jay from the shadows, man. Much love. I hope all is well. It's about that time, guys. I know a lot of stuff been going on everybody's lives since lockdowns, but we're in a window. We're in a crazy window. House Obama sends its regards. Yeah, well, this is historic. There ain't no other way around it. This is historic. I think in the coming days and weeks, you're going to see a lot of people talking about these details. You're going to see a lot of videos, a lot of live streams. people saying some of the things that we cover here tonight. Thank you, Hoodie Ross. Thank everyone out there. Well, I think I got another one. Adam became a supporter. Thank you for the support. Over on Buy Me a Coffee. That is the best way to support the channel. I do got I told you just every couple minutes we got fresh ones coming in. And shout outs to Big E on this one. Much love. Thank you for this one. Talk about just missed him. You can see it in this shot. Wow. Man, I tell you what, like, this is wildness. So the people that's had the time to slow down the clip and freeze the frame and see exactly what's going on, look at the bullet right there in the frame. Man, like, if this scenario was to be 100, then this is wild. You know, so many different aspects to this that we're like, hold on, what's going on here? How was there a breakdown in the security of the Secret Service to allow someone to get a shot? This is like an inside job setup, and a definite assassination plot. Man, the rabbit holes are going to run deep on this stuff. Yeah, man. So, Matt, thank you. Hey, God bless. God bless. Much love. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it more than you know. I don't know. This picture right here. A lot of these pictures, watchers earlier had dubbed it iconic. The image was iconic of him holding his arm up in the air. Very, very iconic. This one is right up there with it. I don't see how in the world it can't be. I mean, this is crazy. One of the craziest images and shots you're ever going to see right here. A screenshot from someone's video, and everyone's video out there. If people want to say, oh, well, this was fake or it was stitched in, well, we're going to find out. We're going to see what's fake and what's real. And for all the people that says it's this or it's that, give it time. It all comes out in the wash. There are so many different angles of this that if one was able to catch this in the broad daylight, just like this, then surely other angles caught it too. And I'm telling you, a whole lot more is going to come out in the days and weeks ahead on this. You know, I don't know if he'll hold any more rallies at this point. Well, he may. I mean, they're talking right now like he's about to attend the UFC fights. Like, you know, that's you talk about Teflon Don. The nickname attached to him, it is so legitimate at this point. If these shots were everything it's said to be, it's just nuts for someone, you know, to be in this position. LB, thank you for the coffees. Appreciated to the fullest. To the fullest. Oh, that's not a paintball, let me tell you. You need to get hit with a paintball. Let me tell you, the people in the crowd that get hit with paintballs get their head blown off. Yeah. Ian says 420 feet and couldn't hit 8-inch bullseye. You know, and thank you, Jeff, for the kind words and love. Yeah, I did. I just turned it down. Much love to everybody out there. Yeah, this is the latest. Wow. Wow. I can hear a helicopter above my house, like chopping hard. Can you guys hear it? I can feel it. Oh crap, dude. What's going on? Dude, what's going on out there? Is that a chopper above the house? Dude, what is going on? It is super loud. This is getting crazy. They tell you all the time and putting out videos, these choppers circling the house like. Dude, it's just sitting above the house. Dude, this is nuts. All right. I mean, it's just the timing. The timing. I mean, I'm used to this. Film it. I filmed the past couple. Just go check my channel. They do circles above me. They got glass bottoms. You can see them. Definite police choppers. I just did. I just put out a video the other day on it. Wow, dude, hold on a second, dude. All right. Venger, thank you. It's funny you say that, praying they don't wake on me. Yeah, a lot of times they are, but this late, I don't know, man. I've associated with the marijuana strike force out here, searching the mountains and everything else, but I don't know, the way they go over my house is ridiculous. Yeah, that's happened to me already, Carly. It's already happened. Been swatted here before, live right here on the show, and the police showed up at the door. So, and it wasn't fun. And obviously, they didn't get what they wanted. I'm still alive and breathing. But when the whole thing goes back and they go after the people that do that crap, it's not good for them. The people that do these swats and stuff. But all right, gonna check for a couple more updates here. See what we got. Yeah, it is a sad to innocent person. Got it. Here is another good shot I want to share real quick. Right there. You guys see of his ear? From what I can tell, all signs point to where that was the only wound that he took. Obviously, he hasn't said nothing about anything else, any other injuries. So that's it. That right ear getting clipped is said to be what he sustained. So, I mean, if the reports are true, he's fitting to show up at this UFC event for the main card here anytime. That's just insane. Um, I don't even know where it's being held tonight. Does anybody know? I thought it was being held in Vegas. Does anybody know? We'll check the chats. Anybody know where the UFC event is located at tonight? Is it at the Apex, which is in Vegas, or is it in PA? I don't know. Yeah, if you can, if anybody knows. No, his shoulder was not hit. Or he would have said something. He'd have definitely said something. You're saying he's fine. And, oh, it's in Denver, in Colorado. Okay. Well, I can't not to say he can't hop on a flight and get there. I don't know. We'll see. It's not a main UFC. It's actually just a fight night. I'm seeing now. So that's kind of weird. I've never known him to show up at low grade fight nights. Usually, if you're going to show up somewhere, it's going to be at the big UFC events. With that big UFC events always have a championship belt on the line, something like that, a belt on the line. Fight nights don't. I just don't see him after getting, shot, attempted assassination, wanting to go fly to Colorado to watch a handful of fights. I don't know. So, I don't know. Get some final thoughts from you guys out there here on this. And I see more people making the comments of the beast had a wound to his head and lived. I've seen several others say that. And again, everyone's going to have their opinion out there on this whole thing. But one thing's for sure. Some things just ain't right about this. Again, give me the week or so to break this down. I'm sure just tonight I'm going to come up with a bunch of other information. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. I'm going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, covering stuff just like this and a whole lot more, whatever's going down. So make sure to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday where I'm going live, man. I'll be updating on this this coming Monday. So next coming couple days, I'm sure I'm going to gather quite a bit of updates on this. So make sure to tune in Monday night, 9 o'clock. And yeah, man, I want to thank everybody out there that's tuned in for the stream. Check the chats here and get some shout outs. Much love to Beard Vet. Much love, my brother. Guys, make sure to check out Beard Vet if you guys like coffee or beard grooming products, anything like that. You can't beat it. Much love and shout outs to my boy Beard Vet that has been repping us, backing us for a long time. Let them know Dabu7 sent you. Beardvet.com. Some of the best coffee in town. For real. Dabu7 at yahoo.com. If you guys got to email me. Dabu7 on most services. Over on X. Over on Facebook. Instagram. DLive. And of course, Dabu77 here on YouTube. So I'm going to look to shut it down here tonight. Off the stream. Actually got Beard Vet going to be on the ground up at the RNC. He is now forget the name of it, a delegate. He was voted in and got voted in from his state to be a delegate at the RNC. So he's going to go up there and rep his state. And if anything's to pop off up there, got him on the ground, front and center. He'll be our eyes and ears. He'll relay whatever information to us if anything pops off. Similar to what happened tonight. Because you just never know at this point. You just never know. This was a failed attempt. Just put it that way. They really wanted to get him. You never know what's going to happen from here. Much love, Panther. For everything, my brother. For real. E. Fitz, Jay from the Ville. Yeah, man. Follow me on X for the breaking updates. Let's shut this all down. And take us out here with some shout-outs. And a little bit of exit music. By Live 1707. Thank you, Deanne. Thank you, everyone, for the support tonight. Pixie. Want to thank everyone that bought coffees, that support the channel, PayPal, whatever it is. Appreciate it to the fullest. Hey, and Gwendolyn from KY. Right on cue. Thank you for the 3 coffees. Much love. Thank you for all the love and support. Hood Ross. Gerardo again. Much love. Thank you, Peggy. Heidi. Thank you. LB. Matt. Adam. Yeah. J-Bear, Meat Puppet. Thank you all for the coffees and support. God bless all of you. I'll be back Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you guys there. Much love, Call Priestess. Frankenstein. All my people at KY. Sending hugs out to Divine. Anyone else needs them. My phone is not next to my microphone. Much love. Much love, Daz. That's the alert for the coffees. I had it down. I had Okay, I turned it down. Much love. Thank you, Handy.